Okay, so we are back from what's the name of it? Siom. What the hell its name is? Where did we go? Simos. We finally got back from Simos, successful run, getting resources, that kind of thing, and now we are building the engines for our capital vessel. Engines have been built, actually. There they are, 2 of them. Those look like we got a tier 2 RCS that we need to put in there as well. But another shield generator, and then working on our CPU extender so we don't have to worry about that stuff. It's going to get us, what, 10 million? If we can build all 4 of those, tier 4s, which I think we might be able to do. I think we have enough resources to do that. So let's see how that goes. This. What these guys did. Actually, how are we doing on power in the station?
It's fine, as long as we don't have the teleporter on.
So yeah, so our solar cells are pulling in 2,000. So that's good. Oh, battery is full. Okay, yeah, we're good. It's going to turn on some more of the constructors, build in some other minor stuff like, you know, fuel. So how are we doing on blocks? Or finishing up the ship, I guess.
Well, we still had to do the entire layer of heavy blocks.
Yeah, we got 2,000 of the hardened steel blocks so far. A little over, actually. Oh, the combat steel blocks, too. Those are a little bit heavier.
Well, whichever ones you want to cover the ship with, I guess.
Let's build some more of those. But steel blocks, 100. I think we need more than 100 of those still.
Those are normal ones?
Yeah, the normal ones, just the under portion, and then, you know, you have the outer shell.
So protection-wise, having a large glass cockpit probably is not the best idea.
That's why we have shields.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the shields are going to hopefully cover on that portion. Also, why you wear your helmet during combat, just in case.
So a big deflector at the front.
Yep.
Or does the deflector affect the entire ship?
It affects the entire ship. Oh, sorry, no. Deflectors are certain directions. The shields is everything.
So shields for everything and deflector at the front.
You could
If
do
you
that.
have enough power.
Yeah, you could do that.
But then if you're going to do that, then you'd probably want to put the main CPU closer to the front of the ship then if you couldn't put the deflector there. Because the enemy, they tend to shoot not at the front of the ship, they shoot at the CPU thing, right?
They go. It depends. They can go for. Sometimes they shoot directly for the core, and sometimes they go for the engines. Sometimes they'll go for the shields. It's not always the same, but typically they go after the core, but not always. So basically, you have to protect everything.
That's why you put the core at the middle of the ship. Alright.
Yeah, and then you just surround it as best as you can. Okay, so these engines. Regular, thruster enclosed. Do we want fancy engines or do we care?
I don't know. I've never built one of these before.
I've never used these XL engines before.
Well, then try something different. Let's go fancy.
Fancy, so that would be that kind of fancy. You're looking at the back here, see what it looks like. I mean, we can always swap them out. So we got one style on the right side, and we'll do this one over here. And they came painted red, so.
Red's fine. I assume we surround it with blocks anyway, so.
Hopefully.
So, you going with 2?
Say again?
You going with 2?
Currently, I'm just putting them out there just so you can see the different styles or options. You can only have one shield generator on a ship. Cheaters.
Well, considering that we're going to enclose it anyways, I think I prefer the one that's on the left-hand side.
So you're at the back and looking left? Oops.
Yeah.
You say oops quite often. Do you need assistance?
So the square one. Okay.
Did you want to put side thrusters and all that stuff around it, or?
Oh, we already have some medium ones, but we can put some, probably a large one on each side, I think, if we're going left and right, and probably up and down as well. But we don't have any large ones yet. Have to get those built.
Okay.
I wasn't sure exactly what kind of resources we were going to have. I think we should be good, but...
Alright, once you got the thrusters in, then I'll start encasing it with blocks. Probably a layer of general ones and then put a layer of hardened ones around it.
Yeah. And also making some more, some of the combat ones. I don't know where we're going to put those exactly, but I forgot to look at their resources. Combat, 10 steel plate, 10 sathium plates. How many sathium do we have? Can't have that many. Oh, more than I thought we have. We have like 10,000 sathium plates, so... Good for what? One block for 10 steel plates and 10 sathium, so 100, that's 1,000 each? Can't do large engines for the capital vessels and a large constructor, or the medium constructor. Suck. So we need large engines. We need 2 for left and right. Sorry, 1 for one left, 1 right, 1 up, 1 down. So we need 4 total. Catker, welcome back. You dropped the Elven Monk to 0 hit points today. It was a good day. The Elven Monk to 0. I don't know what that means, Catker. What was that in reference? What are you talking about? The Elven Monk to 0 hit points. I guess, but what game? I mean, I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so for blocks, if we're gonna put like in the around the entire shell of the ship, we'll need an additional between 3,000 and 3,200 blocks.
Okay then. Could be a little while.
Assuming that my math is right. I think my math is right. We have a lot of blocks on this thing.
Okay, so it's a lot of hardened steel. Combat steel blocks, we're going to probably put those in specific places. So hardened steel blocks, we currently have 2,300 and change.
And make another 1,000.
I think
I would recommend making another 1,000.
Okay.
Then you got a bit of extra when it gets blown away by something.
All right, and combat steel to do in other places. Okay, okay there.
That's kind of assuming that we're not going to put like any wings or anything fancy.
No, I don't think we're putting any wings.
So, crab claws at the front is out.
Crab claws. Crab claws are grabbing all the ships as they go by. Oh, shouldn't that on here? The oxygen turn on in the station, which we should. There we go. Okay. And these CPU extenders are going to take a while to get built. Yadgar, you played Pathfinder today. The group went into a little dungeon under an Erastil temple and triggered a spear trap which hit him with a crit and dropped into 0 hit points and gave him to the dying condition. Oh, so you killed your player's monk. Or you didn't actually kill him. Did they manage to save him, or did you end it with him bleeding on the floor? And we'll find out next week whether he survives or lives. Sorry, lives or dies. Then of course you have to say that dun 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 after you say that. It's a good day for you. I mean, killing elves is always good. But you didn't kill him. You only brought him to 0 hit points. That's not death. He can still be saved. Don't they have a healer? I mean, all it takes is one little wimpy heal spell and he's fine. He was stabilized. So he's not dead. So you're not as successful as we hoped you would be. Or you hoped you would be. Okay, let's see how this goes. Still got to fill in all this area back here.
Yeah, once you got the side thrusters or whatever you want in there, then we can fill it in. Unless you're done with that. Otherwise, I'll start filling it in with blocks.
I'm just going to do the walls for the back end here, because I think we'll just put out... Oh, let's see how we can do this. Let's actually plan this out. So we already have some medium thrusters out there. We're going sideways and down, it looks like, but not up. Probably ran out of those engines. It's not a big deal, I guess. We can always take them off, too. We don't really need the mediums. Once we have the larges, but it's going to be a while before the larges are done. Definitely going to want a large and the sides pointing forward so we actually stop. Sideways. I don't know.
Stopping is always good.
Yeah, stopping's good. It's just I'm thinking how we should position the other larges for, going up and down and left and right. Should we put them inside the ship or should we put them on the outside?
I think we're going to have a lot of room on the inside of the ship, so anything we can throw on the inside of the ship, probably not a bad idea, so that it doesn't get... It takes a lot of resources, I guess, to make the darn thing, so anything we could do to protect them a bit more is probably a good thing.
Agree. And the large engines aren't as big as these XLs, so thinking for aesthetic purposes, I don't think it's really going to matter too much.
I think we're going to have a lot of space on the inside of the ship, especially on this first floor.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's currently on the first floor. Got the medical bay. hangars at the back, and the warp core at the back. With the hull shields. Well, that takes up pretty much all of the entire back. And some RCS.
Stars awfully bright. It's odd.
Tier 2 RCS in the kind of the middle of a nowhere at the back of the ship.
Oh, I put that in there as a placeholder for now, because I keep forgetting to put it in there. I was going to put the second shield generator in that spot, but we can only have one shield generator.
What about a deflector? Can you have a deflector and a shield generator?
Deflectors are something you put on the outside, so they, like I said, they work a little differently. I don't even know if we have any big enough for the capital vessel. We'll see.
RCS, I guess that's an important device.
Oh yeah, if you want to be able to turn. If you want to go in straight lines, you don't need one, but if you want to actually be able to turn and rotate, you need an RCS.
Yeah, I'm going to move it somewhere else. So.
Okay. Oh, do you remember what kind of windows you used on the front of the ship?
Not anymore. It's been about a month.
I'll take a look.
I think I tried to use hardened ones, but I don't know.
Just says say thick. These are heavy windows. Because there's different types of windows. It's like I didn't even know. I knew there was the regular ones and the armored ones, but there's actually
A heavier one?
they're called thick. There's
Okay.
heavy windows. There's heavy windows and heavy windows pattern. I'm building a couple of them just once they're they're lower in the queue, but we'll see what they do. Compare them.
Just get the resources required and just upgrade the windows.
Oh yeah, that too. So the armored hip windows have 1,000 hit points. The heavy windows have 1,500. Shuttered windows are 1,200. And the all heavy windows are 15. So the heavies are better.
Okay, let's start upgrading them.
Okay, it's steel plate, glass plate, and sathium plates.
I gotta unlock it on the tree first.
Okay.
So I can find them on the tree.
It's under... I don't... They might not be on the tree. The doors are... I don't see any windows to unlock, so you might be okay there.
What's the items again?
The heavy windows and maybe the pattern ones. They're queued up in the far right constructor. So heavy windows and heavy windows patterned.
So for the upgrade, what sort of materials should I grab?
It's steel plates, glass plates, and sathium plates. It goes 11, 14, and 8. So it's apparently not cheap.
No upgrade exists or must be unlocked in tech tree first.
Really? Miscellaneous?
It's not letting me upgrade it, so it's either...
They may not be considered upgrades. Or it may not be possible to put on the ship either. It might be, they might be strictly for bases. Because I don't see them in the tech tree.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the tech tree.
Hey, Bone Rock, welcome back. Happy Sunday.
So let's see, windows and armored windows.
There's the only ones you can make. Oh, you're looking at the right constructor?
I'm looking at the large constructor.
Yeah, I don't know if you can build them on the large.
Probably not. I'll look at the other one.
Yeah, they don't. You can't build them on the large.
Right.
We probably want another one of these advanced constructors. Although we're going to have one on the ship, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, I see now. Armored windows and I guess heavy windows is what you'd be looking at?
Yeah, it's specifically the heavy. The heavies are better, more hit points than the armor.
I think it's a different type of window altogether.
I don't know. I've never used them before, so I don't even know what they look like. That's why. But there are a couple that are queued up. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a little while before we see them.
Well, there's already some heavy windows in the CVBA block.
Oh, are they?
So I'll grab those and take a look. Base. Maybe if they're in my inventory, maybe I can do the upgrade now. Nope. Can't upgrade.
Look, we finally have engines.
Yeah, it's a different style of block.
So they don't look the same at all.
They do not. It has different options. Interesting options. Yeah, something to play around with if we have enough of them. We need a lot of have a lot of glass at the front though, so
Play around and see. I mean, you don't have to replace. Oh, and you can't. Weren't able to replace them, right?
no, it's a different style of block, so you can't do a replacement.
That's why they can't. That's why they can't be upgraded. Okay. It's RCS. So the ship still isn't sealed. Why aren't you sealed? Oh. Oh, ship is finally sealed. As far as... Oh, maybe not. Why do we have radiation here? Because we don't have power. Is that what the deal is? Because no power, this is not sealed off, right? That's why we're still getting the radiation on the inside. I think that's what's going on.
Talking about in the capital ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not sealed off yet.
Well, no, I basically did a lot of the blocks, and the only holes now are the elevator. The elevator shaft is the only place that's not sealed up. So I can do something about that, though. Maybe.
You sealed up the back of the ship?
Yep.
I'm sure we got other holes somewhere.
I think I found them all. Could have missed.
Obviously not.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the elevator shaft is the issue.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because there's no shield thingy.
Yeah.
Or it's not a door.
Doors. Armored automatic doors. That'll work.
So we probably need about between 150, 200 glass if we're going to completely replace the glass that's at the front. Roughly.
Roughly.
Probably at least 100, I think. Because it's a different size block, so it's...
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's a little bit funny. Because you can do... The biggest is a 4x4 block of the new glass. Then it gets pretty wasteful for glass when you try to do all these bends and all this other crap at the front.
Well, you don't have to do the bend. You don't have to do all that stuff. I mean, it looks better, but you don't have to do it.
So let's see, it goes from 250 normal windows, 1,000 for armored windows. Yeah, 1,500 for the heavy windows.
See if this fixes them. Okay, ship is sealed off now, it looks like.
Where do you look up the hit points for the various blocks?
When they're building them, it should be in their stats in there, or when you're looking at them in the constructor stuff.
Mass 2 times volume 80, placeable, airtight gas, crafting, market per average 772. That's the only information. Huh.
Oops.
Oops. Is that all you can say? That was really poorly done.
Shows the hit points for the windows.
What are you looking at for hit points?
Well, for the windows, it says like 1500, 1000, 250. Ladder, 69.
Yep.
But for the blocks, it shows...
Jack and squat.
Yes. Or I'm not looking at the right spot.
No, you're looking in the right spot. They're just, it's not there. I think the only way you can see them is if once they're placed. Like if you get your device out there, whatever it's called, the multi-tool, and you point at a block, it'll tell you how many hit points they have. Green is what the current is, and white is the maximum. It'll do that for every item, actually.
So normal sub blocks is 500.
Extenders take forever.
So steel block 500. Hardened steel block is 1,000. Combat steel block is 2,000. Okay. That's quite a bit. I don't think it's worthwhile to replace the windows at the front then with hardened windows.
It's not worth it, or is it worth it?
I think it would be worth it.
For the extra protection, for sure. Yes.
Alright.
It'll take a little while. I guess I should start working on getting the shell done, huh?
Did you want to put any thrusters beside the XL thrusters? Or
Yeah, we have to, once we get the large engines
did you want
built.
to put those in the middle?
I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do that. I want to see how big the large thrusters are before deciding where to put them.
Okay, and then I'm not going to bother enclosing the XL
Yeah,
thrusters.
yeah. Don't worry about the engine section yet. But as far as shelling the rest of a ship, we can get started on that.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, I'll get going on that then. Just using the... which one?
The armor, whatever it is, it's hardened steel blocks.
Yeah, the hardened steel ones.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
So which symmetry plan to use? Is it YZ or XZ?
Second. It's YZ. Well, that's for doing left and right symmetry. I use YZ.
I don't think I have it on.
Oh, you do.
Symmetry plan, lock, YZ.
So when you have to.
Yep, I got the window open.
Okay. So you have N up. Make sure you have symmetry plane clicked, and then click on Y and Z. And then position your camera on the white line that's running up and down the ship, and then click on it, and you should see the green wall come up.
Nope. Oh, there it is.
A little bit of practice.
But it's not... Is our ship symmetrical?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that.
What side of the ship is the elevator going up and down?
Oh, it's in the middle. So it's on the, I think it's the XZ axis.
Because then that line is... Like, if there's, like, a line of blocks that's right in the middle, then you can... Like, the green... wall, if you will, won't be right in the middle then, because it's in between two blocks, right? That
set of blocks. Yeah, you can't. That is the center of the symmetry. So you can only put one. It's only one block goes down there. Like if you actually watch it actually only puts down one. If you put down a block on the green wall, or bisects that one square or cube, it only puts down one. So there's no symmetry to be done there, is what it means. Symmetry only happens on the blocks to the side of it.
It's not doing it for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's not good.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that. And of course now you have, if you make a mistake like that, you have to go back and claim or reclaim the blocks on each side by hand because it doesn't remove blocks, with symmetry.
That's not good.
Okay, I need to take a break. I need to talk to Mrs. Gimpy about something, so I will be back in a few minutes or so. Oh, this is not me, that's my drone. Okay, so, anyway, get up, stretch my legs, get some water, be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Of course, thank you, Jeff, for joining me and for hosting the game today. So, be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.